It's that time where we talk markets here. Of course, we need to see what is playing out at the Nigerian Exchange Limited. And the market is starting the week negative. All share index is down 0.15%. Top gainers, we have Namet, we have Unity Bank, we have FCMB, we have Cortex, Zenith Bank gainers today. Top losers, we have Presco, Multiverse, Ikeja House, Chip PLC, Dangote Sugar. I have joining me via phone Mr. Rotimi Fakayejo to analyze the figures for today. Mr. Fakayejo, good afternoon and thank you so much for your time.
Good afternoon, Tolu.
Yes, the market is starting the week down. Well, I think this was expected, looking at what played out in the last week.
Well, I think the downward trend is marginally low today, and at least it can be sound as if the market is flat. And looking at the gainers chart, we don't have too many things exciting today, but good for it. We are having some of the banking sector stocks trying to pick up. And we saw that in the likes of Zenith Bank. So I believe strongly that the week is starting well because our performance in the banking sector stocks implies a lot for the market, except maybe there is a big act coming from the highly capitalized stocks. So be that as it may, I believe that we've started the week, at least the volume and value. The volume is above 200 million, and also the value is above 2 billion naira. And that is much higher than the average of last week. So I believe we are starting well this week, and we can really look forward to the market being growing much stronger for the week.
I'm looking at the gainers today. We have two banking stocks. We have Unity Bank, we have Zenith Bank. As usual, FCMB, 3. The banking stocks are still doing so good.
Yeah, I think it's quite expected because much as you and I know that some of them will be declaring their interim, their half-year auditor reports maybe by the end of this month. And virtually all of them will be declaring interim, their audited half-year reports. We also be declaring dividend. And I think investors are really satisfied with this expectation. And so a situation like this whereby the market goes up for the banking sector stocks is unavoidable. So I think strongly that investors can just stay as they are with the banking sector stocks, especially the ones that have very sound fundamentals. And I believe strongly that what they will get is definitely going to put smiles on their faces.
I must thank you so much, Mr. Fakayejo. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Well, my colleague is in house, Efyong Ekop. Efyong is talking about the bank's half-year audited reports will be out very soon, and maybe this looks like the banking stocks always staying up there.
Yes, they have liquidity, and they are doing quite well on the average. But I want to drop them and pay attention to the agricultural subsector. We have
what is playing out in that
three
space?
of the big companies in that sector. They are dragging the market down. Talk of Presco. Presco is a very big plantation operating from Edo State. And then you have FCN Cocoa, the international breweries. All of them are down. Don't forget, this is a mid-month now, 15th. I told you that I do not expect, volume and even value to be very, very huge this time around. You can see the trend. 2 weeks into the month, we are, coming down. Well, today the index is performing in the marginal way, and the heaviness is a bit reduced. But it is Monday. Let's wait and see what will happen, say, by Wednesday. Yes, exactly. So I'm not expecting huge volume because I see that investors still keep cautious or trading very seriously. It is indeed the way to go if you want to, minimize your losses in the market because you don't want to burn your fingers. And having said this, we see that manufacturing companies, although they hold, the S, but there are so many things, working against them. And if you pick their stocks, you've got to calculate so very well.
Indeed, interesting stuff there. Any reactions to the volumes today?
Volume is quite low. The volume is just 203 million units of shares. Value a little above 2 billion. You know, from what we've been having, this is just average. In fact, less than average, because we've been trading very huge before now. I said that no fund manager wants to, take huge risk at this time, because taking huge risk at this time is even very risky.
Of course. You don't get your fingers burnt.
Very serious, very serious.
I must thank you so much, Efionge Cop, as usual. Thank you for making sense of the figures from the exchange as usual.
It's my pleasure.